What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Became OP and Had a Harem. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to my boy Jimmy Dice for suggesting this idea. Now the funny thing is that with this story I ended up changing most of his ideas, so I hope he doesn't mind. And I hope you enjoy today's story, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And please do leave in your comments in the comment section, because they give me inspirations to make, creative stories like these, as well as, make most of your ideas according to you guys sometimes. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Story begins in the Chunin exams, 13 years after the Kyubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato, Forest of Death. As we go towards the set place to see that, Naruto Uzumaki of the Team 7 was slammed on the ground now, completely wounded, as he was completely knocked out and passed out, as he and his team were facing the biggest foe they have ever faced, much bigger than their short shinobi carrier as well. Orochimaru, one of the legendary Sannin who was gone rogue, and he was here disguised as a genin, and his target was Team 7 nonetheless. As now we see the other two genins of Team 7, Sakura Haruno and Sasuke Uchiha, the last remaining loyal Uchiha of Konoha, were trembling in fear after seeing their teammate Naruto defeated so easily. As Orochimaru then smirked, "My oh my, what a strong kid, but unfortunately, that is the extent of his strength. Now Sasuke-kun, show me what you can do." As Sasuke tried, and so did Sakura, tried not to be useless, but in the end both of them were just genins and did not have the experience to defeat a full-fledged sage and a veteran shinobi at well. As now we see, both of them were knocked out, as after giving the gift that he came here to give to Sasuke, Orochimaru decided to leave for the time being to test out how Sasuke will fare with this power. While leaving, he instructed the genins of his village with a new order. "What is your order for us now, Orochimaru-sama? Monitor them and make sure that you test out Sasuke." What do you mean by that, Orochimaru-sama?" "Dosu, did I ask you to question me?" "No, but I thought..." "Fine, I'll tell you. Test out his strength and might with the curse seal activated. If he's not able to handle it and dies, then leave him. We will retreat and only move forward with the plan." "Hi, as you wish, Orochimaru-sama. Now don't disappoint me," said Orochimaru coldly, as all of them flinched as Orochimaru left. On the other side, now we see Sakura has woken up, as she saw that Sasuke was in fever-like state and passed out. It was already evening, as she moved towards Sasuke, as she picked him up and looked back at Naruto. "I can't carry both of them. And besides, Sasuke is more important. Naruto is just a nobody." As unknown to them, Team 10 was nearby, and they were watching all of this turns of event. They were just too frozen in fear to move at the time, and now they were gathering their strength, because they were low on chakra as well. Their teammate and team leader Shikamaru Nara suggested that they rest here while hiding their chakra signature, which they did, as both Joji and Ino wanted to help, but they couldn't, as what they witnessed shocked them and angered them to the point as they saw Sakura leave with Sasuke and left Naruto there. How can she do that? How can she leave one of her own here? I don't believe this. As Shikamaru's eyes narrowed what she has done, we will report this to the sensei and the Hokage-sama. Both of them don't deserve to be a shinobi. Remember? Hi. As now we see, both of them venture towards Naruto to see that he was passed out cold, barely breathing. He's breathing alright, but it is faint. We have to get him out of here. Luckily enough, we have our scroll already, thanks to our encounter with the rain team. "So what should we do now, Shikamaru?" said Joji. "What else? Joji, pick Naruto up. I'm gonna make sure that we're not followed." "Are you sure about this?" "I'm gonna stay behind. We're gonna go with Formation D, alright?" "Okay," as both of them said. Picking up Naruto, slumping each of his arm over across their shoulders, we see that the Team 10 brought Naruto, who was barely hanging on for his life, back to the center tower. As soon as they arrived, they saw that Team 7 Sakura was describing a story of how Naruto has been killed. As Iruka sensei, who was there, then dashed towards Naruto, seeing him. Naruto! Team 10, Shikamaru, what is wrong with him? Is he dead? No, he's barely holding on to his life. Who told you he was dead? Said Shikamaru with narrowed eyes. Sakura did. Said Iruka with shocked expression as he turned towards Sakura, who looked down. She deserted him. She and Sasuke both. Sasuke was knocked out cold, but she didn't bother to check if he was breathing or not. Just left him for dead, while he protected him and her both from Orochimaru. Orochimaru? You guys encountered Orochimaru? Sakura, why were you hiding that fact? I did not knew. I thought he was just bluffing. Bluffing? You guys got hurt. Almost got killed. Sakura, we're gonna have a long talk after this. I'm gonna discuss this with Hokage. Wait, Sensei, please. No. All of you goes to the medic and make sure that both of them are placed in the cell so that they can rest for the time being. Both of them are disqualified as well. As now we see, as the preliminary rounds began, Naruto and Sasuke were both disqualified for the time being. As the Hokage booth, we see Iruka whisper something into Hiruzen's ear as Hiruzen's eyes widen. What is it, Hiruzen? Said Oniki and the other Kages who were there. Orochimaru was found in the forest of death. What? Said everyone with a shocked expression. He has returned? After all these years? What is he doing here, Hiruzen? I thought you told us that no one from the outside would interfere. I thought so too as well. Seems like there are some leaks in between our defenses, and I need to make sure that this doesn't happen. But now the Chunin exams are being held. Are you sure about this? Said the leader of Suna. You're right about that, Kazekage. Said A. Can we really afford this right now? Many of our shinobis can be sent. We will help out Konoha to make sure that Orochimaru doesn't harm any other Genin. If he can hurt Konohas, he might also hurt the others. What could be his agenda though? Said Mei Terumi, the newly stated Mizukage of the Kirigakure village. Well, Mei, if I have to say then, it is best that we don't dwell on what Orochimaru wants. If he's here, he wants someone or something, and we gotta make sure that he doesn't get it. We, said Oniki. I know, Oniki, it is not your problem, but please, I beg of you. The Hokage of Konoha, begging to me. It would have been Minato, it would have been much better. As Hiruzen gritted his teeth, as Aiden said, enough, old man. If you're gonna help, help him. If you're not gonna help, then shut the hell up. You have my word. Kuma will help Konoha. So will Suna, as we are the allies after all. Kiri will help as well. What the hell. So will Eva. We will send our shinobis to make sure they patrol together with Konoha shinobi so that we can make sure that this doesn't happen again. While this was going on, we see that Hiruzen now visited both of the knocked out kids. What is wrong with them? The curse mark, said Anko, while looming over Sasuke. I should have killed that bastard. I sensed him, but I didn't do anything because I thought it must be a joke or some sort of thing. Anko, it isn't your fault. You tried your best. I could have done more, Hokage-sama. Don't beat yourself, Anko, said Ibiki Morino, our superior as he arrived. But Ibiki-san, enough, I told you. Go eat some dangos, would ya, and relax for the time being. I'm gonna go with Kurenai-chan for this, just to blow some steam off. As Anko left, we see that Hiruzen had a frown on his face, as from the shadows, two people were watching. Both of you come out now, as it was Jiraiya of the Sannin and Kakashi Hatake, their sensei. I just couldn't ignore this. I heard from Iruka what has happened. I'm deeply disappointed in both Sakura and Sasuke. They didn't even bother to protect their friend, and even left him for dead. This isn't what I wanted them to be taught. It is evident that both Sasuke and Sakura are not fit to be Konoichi and Shinobi of Konoha. What do you think, Kakashi? I say that Naruto must be given a chance to participate. Well, that would be done after I remove this seal that is placed on him. What? What seal? It is blocking off his chakra pathways and the Kyuubi's chakra as well. So he can't use both. And he can't move because his chakra is frozen in their pathways as it is. His body is in a limbo-like state. meaning he can hear. He can sense, but he can't wake up or speak or even move or lift a finger. Damn it. To think that Orochimaru would know that he is the Jinchuriki and would have done this. What do you think, Sensei? Who would have done this? Mizuki was the first suspect that Naruto caught affiliated with Orochimaru. God knows how many there are there. We're still searching. Many have been found, and many are still lurking. We have to be more cautious, Okage-sama, said Kakashi. I know, Kakashi. But what about your team? Have you decided on your punishment? Because you are the sensei. I request that Sasuke and Sakura be taken off the shinobi roster. And not only that, their headband be taken from them and they forever banned from using chakra or ninjutsu ever again. You know that is quite harsh punishment, but a fitting one. But knowing the council, who literally lick the ground that this boy walks upon, this is hard. And on the other side, they would love to hear about the fact that Naruto got injured this much. Those detestable bastards, if only they knew whose son he is, said Jiraiya. Well, regardless, it's gonna take me a whole night to work on this seal. Whole night? Yes. The seal is quite complicated and the kid has been in the limbo-like state for more than 24 hours already. If I try to break the seal immediately, something could happen, something bad, and he might be stuck in limbo forever. I have to be completely serious. So I'm gonna work here on him. Take the boy on the other side of the room and make sure you deliver the punishment when he's awake. As now we see, Naruto was still asleep to the outer world, but deep inside we see that Naruto was in a different mind zone of his own, in which he saw a white man wearing white robes and having a black staff in his, lab, meditating on a cushion on the floor. It was an old traditional house in which Naruto was laying on the floor in front of him. As Naruto got up and sat down straight. Who are you? Where am I? Even. It seems that you have awakened finally, Naruto. How do you know my name? I don't know you, Gramps. That is the first. Well, my name is Hagoromo Otsutsuki, or your generation calls me the Sage of the Sixth Path. As Naruto's eyes widen. What? Sage of the Sixth Path? But why would you... Wait, this has gotta be the most weirdest dream that I ever had. Shit, I shouldn't have eaten sweet honey ramen. Sweet honey ramen? Now that is an interesting combination. Regardless, Naruto, this is not a dream. It is a dream-like state, you can say, but not a dream. It is reality. Oh no, I'm going crazy. What did the snake bastard do to me? He didn't do anything to you, Naruto, aside from blocking your chakra. Then how am I seeing this all? Or talking to you even? Am I really going crazy? No, Naruto, for the last time you're not going crazy. Shut up, Ninken. Listen to this old man, as you say. And be respectful. He is the Sage of the Sixth Path. And my father. Wait, what? How come you're so small now? Weren't you supposed to be like a huge, tall, towering fox? As Kyuubi in a chibi form growled, as he was picked up and placed on the same lap by the white-haired man, who began to rub his hand on his head as the Kyuubi calmed down. Now, no fighting, kids. Kids? But he's an old, grumpy fox. As the Kyuubi growled again, Kurama, enough. He's just a young boy. A young boy whose tongue doesn't understand when to stop. I will make him stop. Enough. As both of them stopped, as the sage eyes opened, revealing his Rinnegan, as Naruto's eyes widened. Your eyes, I know. They're scary, right? No. I don't know how to explain this. They're kind of cool, you know? I know. They are kind of cool. As Kurama was getting more and more agitated by how Naruto was just casual about this now. So, tell me about it, said Naruto, sitting down in a normal position now, getting familiar with a smile on his face. What do you want to talk about, old man, Gramps? Oi, Gaki, pay some respect. This is the sage, for goddamn sake, said Kyuubi, finally losing its nerve, as it lunged at Naruto, only for Naruto to kick it and throw it away. You damn fox, why you wanna go, huh? Come on, I'll show you. in this chibi form how strong I am. And only then there was a huge puff of smoke and Kyuubi was replaced to a mid-sized fox that was now towering over Naruto, as Kyuubi had a sinister smirk on his face. You were saying, brat? I'm still not afraid though. I'm gonna make you pay. Enough, both of you. Naruto, can you stop agitating Kurama? And Kurama, can you stop being so agitated by what Naruto says? It is who he is. You can't deny that. And plus, I kind of like his behavior. Reminds me of Asura. This reminds you of Asura? Come on. This is an insult to Asura. How can you even say that? Enough, Kurama. This is important. I don't have much time, so I have to leave after telling why I here. Are you going to listen or not? Okay, fine. Alright, father. Please do tell. Both of them calmed down and were now seated in front of the sage, who sighed and calmed his nerves. I am here to deliver my powers to Naruto, since he is the child of prophecy and the successor of mine. Both the yin and yang side of my power, ninshu and ninjutsu, will be given to you. You will be heir to both, and you will become the next heir to the Sage of the Sixth Path. As Naruto's eyes widened, what? As so did Kurama. Father, are you sure about this? This brat? Of all the people, this one? Yes. He is a pure-hearted child, whether you like it or not. And I want you, Kurama, to guide him. Wait, what? You want me to work with the fox? I kind of agree with him. You want me to work with a Ningen? After what they have done to us? To me? I know what they have done, but Naruto hasn't done anything. I kind of get it. He hasn't done anything, but he is damn as hell annoying. Oi, who are you calling annoying, you damn fox? See? As I said Kyuubi, pushing Naruto away with one of its tail, as Naruto was now getting agitated as the sage sighed. Would you listen, please? The thing is that my mother is going to break from the seal, without even the Moon Eye plan now, Kurama. She has found a way, and the seal that is holding her for more than millennia is getting weaker and weaker by the day, as we say. And one of these days she will break free from her seal. It could be years, months, days, we don't know. And I want Naruto to master the best of his powers and abilities as he can, as the next sage, to make sure that he is able to seal away her again. Seal her away? But how can the kid do it alone? I mean, you and Homura somehow did this together. I know. Before Homura left, he gave a part of his power to me. The Tensegon's ability. I have kept it safe with me. And it was decided that the child of prophecy that will be born in the future once mother is close to breaking free, as a backup plan, we will only use it. I have been carrying it with me ever since. As Naruto was shocked, and so was Kurama. So both of you, your powers will be given to him. Both the yin and yang. Ninshu and ninjutsu. Yes, Kurama. This is the only way. This child will be the bridge between you and the humans. By you, I mean all of you. And not only that, he will be the last line of defense for humanity. For chakra users and shinobis. And only then the peace will prevail. What? There has to be a way, right? We can't. If you're saying that this old granny is strong as you say, then how are we gonna even fight her? It is simple, kid. You gotta train. Yeah, you know what? I think the fox is right. Are you sure I am the right person to this? I mean, I wanted to be a Hokage and a strong one to get everyone's, acceptance, but even this is kind of big for me. Believe in yourself, Naruto. And you can even achieve greatest of feats that you think are unachievable. Are you up for the challenge? As Naruto, with his characteristic smirk on his face and to the grin, then said, Always, old man. Hit me up. As after that, Naruto witnessed that the sage brought him closer and placed 2 fingers on top of his forehead, and for a moment there a third eye opened, revealing to be the red Rinne Sharingan, before closing as Naruto one eye turned into a Tensegon eye, as the other one turned into a Rinnegan, before Naruto passed out. As the seal within Naruto's mindscape was altered, as Jiraiya on the other side working watched this as a seal glowed, but not a red glow, this was a blue one. Blue chakra, meaning Naruto is overpowering Kyuubi and fighting it. I gotta hurry. Damn it, kid, hold on for a bit. As that is when the seal turned back to normal. What happened? Hopefully nothing is lost. You gotta fight through this, kid. I'm trusting you with this, said Jiraiya as he was sweating now and working faster than ever. But carefully, as on the other side we see that the sage and Kurama were now levitating again in the normal seal state, without the bars, as both Minato and Kushina's souls were there. Kyuubi, how is this possible? How can you break free from the seal? Where is Naruto? As they saw, the hovering man brought him down. Seeing him, they immediately knew who he was. Sei-sama. Is this... Yes, Minato. Kushina. Your child is the child of prophecy your sensei mentioned. I have given him my powers. He is the heir and the next sage of the sixth path. As suddenly after that, both of them witnessed that their bodies glow. What is this? I have made sure that your imprints that you left are now complete souls that will forever reside in Naruto's mindscape. He will never be apart with you from here on out, and you can guide him. Thank you, Sei-sama. Thank you so much. We were conserving ourselves only for the right time to appear. Thanks to you now we can... I know. But remember, you must train Naruto. To you I leave my knowledge, as huge amount of scrolls were given to them. You and Kurama both have to work together to train the boy, while he works himself in the physical world, so that when my mother escapes her prison, he is ready, because she, this time around I have a feeling, will not come here alone. Father, what do you mean? Keep this hidden from Naruto, but I saw a vision before I came here. The reason why I came here. As the vision was shown to them as well, there they saw a woman leading a bunch of men similar to the sage, but they all seemed more powerful. There were 3 of them that consumed the others, and they, alongside with the woman, they caused havoc and destruction not only on their planet, but on everywhere they went. You see, this is what I'm worried about. Even if I am the sage of this planet alone, I cannot bear witness the destruction my mother and her people are going to cause to other planets and galaxy as well, after being done here. We have to be prepared. All of us have to be. We will try our best. We'll make sure that Naruto is as strong as them. I know. With the powers that has been given to him, Naruto at least has a fighting chance. And maybe, just maybe, he will alone be enough to fight them all. As after that, the sage disappeared, giving them the tools they need to make sure that Naruto was ready. As that is when Naruto opened his eyes with a gasp as he breathed air. Wow, that was one hell of a dream. As in front of him he saw a bamboozled Kakashi, Hiruzen, and Jiraiya. Naruto, my boy, your eyes. How did this happen? Rinnegan. Tenseigan as well? Said Jiraiya. Aren't they the jutsu of the sage? Said Kakashi, as his eyes widened. As that is when they witnessed Naruto's eyes return back to normal. What is wrong with you? Said Naruto after blinking his eyes as they returned to normal. As they were still in shock, Jiraiya, call the doctors. I'm sorry, Naruto, but there needs to be another test that is needed to be conducted now that you're awake. Okay, I guess, but how did I get here? Team 10, Shikamaru and the guys, they brought you here. Really? I guess I gotta say thanks to them. No need, you damn blonde. This is so troublesome. You know how hard it is to travel all the way up here, climbing 2 portions of stairs just to get to you? Oi, stop being a lazy bastard for once. You know? You could have just climbed up the wall using the chakra to stick to the wall, said Naruto, as that is when he was trying to argue and was bonked on the head by Ino. Shut up, Shikamaru. You're here to visit your friend, who is bedridden and has just woken up, and this is how you greet him? Asked Choji with a pack of chips that were unsealed yet gave them to Naruto. They are one of my limited edition collections, Naruto. Get well soon. You hear? Thanks, Choji. But you know what? You can have them. You being here is more than enough. Really? You really are good friend, Naruto, said Choji with tears, as Naruto was quite shocked but happy at the same time. As that is when Shikamaru then said, You know what, you troublesome blonde? I'm happy that you're okay. Thanks, Pineapple Head. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. You got that right. I guess you kind of owe me. Yeah, I guess I do. How about we go to the BBQ spot and we eat there? Yeah, after I'm done with this test, we should go. As Naruto looked at Ino and blushed and looked away for a bit. As Ino noticed this as well and blushed as well, as Jiraiya was watching this. This is gold mine, he whispered in his brain, because he couldn't break his face that was now itched with concern and a serious adult. As now we see, that is when the adults left after the test was taken, as Naruto was walking with them. After arriving at the Choji's BBQ spot, they ordered some and were now seated. As they were talking, Naruto looked towards Ino, who was in deep thought. What is it, Ino? What's eating you up? Oh, it's nothing. It's just... As Shikamaru noticing this then said, Troublesome blondes. Why always the blondes? Well, you see here, she's quite, torn between what has happened in the Forest of Death. What happened? I was just passed out. Wait, what happened to Sasuke and Sakura? I tried to save them. Are they okay? As the three of them became quiet. You're still worried about them? After what they did? You don't know what they did, Naruto. You shouldn't be. What do you mean? They're my teammates. I did what Sensei told me to do. Team is supposed to be like a family after looking out one for another. And even if have to lay down their lives for the other. You don't have to say that, said Ino, slamming her hands on the table. You know, you were close to dying out. And that bitch took him only, leaving you there for dead. She even claimed to Iruka Sensei that you were dead, killed in action. If it wasn't for us being there, by miracle or somehow, she would have been there for God knows how much longer, or would have wound up dead for real. As Naruto's eyes were widened. As that is when Ino ran out of the store. I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Ino, stop! Ino! As Ino ran away, back to her home with tears in her eyes, as Naruto just slumped there. Ah, great, this is troublesome. Oi, Shikamaru. What she said. Is this the plain truth? Yes, Naruto. I'm sorry, buddy. But yes, Sakura did leave you there. I can't believe she would do that. I thought she was our friend, your friend. And even if she was alone, she could have stayed with you, or tried to at least bring you back, not just left you there. Like this, in a vulnerable state where one can even find you and kill you easily. If not by a shinobi, then by an animal or sort. I hated that, said even Choji. I'm gonna go and see if Ino is okay. What about you, Naruto? Are you okay? As Naruto then gave his toothy grin. Of course I am. This isn't the first time, said Naruto as he left. But Shikamaru just sat there with a sad expression. You're right about that, Naruto. This isn't the first time. But you don't have to feel all the burden alone. You don't know how many friends you have, I guess. He thought to himself, as on the other side, Ino was in her comfort place, in the park, where she was once saved when she was young by Naruto, from a bunch of bullies, who bullied her because of her blonde hair. That was, well, like a dirtyish blondish hair color. As now we see Naruto arriving there, then said, So you came here after all, huh, Ino? What are you doing here? She said, wiping away her tears. You should be enjoying, with them after you recovered and all that. I don't have anything to do better. And I told them that I was gonna go search for you. If we're gonna celebrate together. Why are you not mad, Naruto? Said Ino as she got up. You never were mad. Even back then, when my clansmen framed you for something. When you were only playing with us. They framed you for something akin to a robbery. And my clan even punished you. You didn't say anything except for smile with a toothy grin to us and left. Why are you not mad? You could have died back then and even now. What can I do? I can't do anything. except for smile and hope for that one day they realize. They realize their mistake. At least that is what Gigi tells me. They won't realize their mistake. They're not humans, they're animals. What Sakura did, it pisses me off to no end. And what more pisses me off is that your behavior, Naruto. Please be mad. You're a human. Are you not? She said, as she was in tears as Naruto came closer to her and wiped away her tears, and as he said, "You cry for me, right?" "Of course I do, you damn idiot." "Man, that is more than enough for me." As Naruto then hugged her close, as he had a smile on her face, as Ino was now blushing and her eyes were widened, tears still in her eyes. "You know, I always wanted to say this, but due to what happened in the past, I kept it a secret." "What?" As Naruto was now blushing, you kind of were my, real crush back then." As Ino was now steaming red hot, as Naruto was as well, as she then said, "You as well. How about we, go out or something?" As on the other side, Shikamaru and Choji appeared. "Damn it, Choji, I told you not to move." "Sorry, Shikamaru. I just wanted to eat a chip." "You and your goddamn chips. Don't say that, It kind of hurts me when you say it." As both of them were now close to passing out. "Oi, don't pass out on us. I don't want to carry you back again." "Why are you even here? I told you to eat." "Well, Choji wanted to eat together, and he thought that you would have gone to a place where you find comfort the most, so I thought you would have been gone to our old park where you used to play it. And here you are." "Let's go, guys. I'm hungry," said even Shikamaru, as even Choji was surprised, as all of them left with a laughing smile on their face. Unknown to them, in Hiruzen's office, thanks to his ball that was all-seeing, Hiruzen and Jiraiya and Kakashi were witnessing this. I guess this could be a starting and beginning of a new thing. As on the desk was papers that had many affinities which were confirmed. 2 of dojutsus and 1 of the Kikigengais that was forever legendary and almost forgotten in time. "Jiraiya, I want you to take Naruto away on a training trip. Since the Chunin exams have been cancelled for the time being, we have enough of time for 6 months for Konoha to prepare for another exams. In the meanwhile, we will take care of Sakura and Sasuke and make sure they are properly punished, and Naruto can have a breathe of fresh air. As for the council, I will discuss with them. It is time they know who Naruto is, and this result is shown to them as well. Are you sure about this, Sensei? This could go south way too quick." "Well, whatever it is, we have to do it now." As on the other side, now we go towards away from Earth, far away, near the moon, in which we see in the center heart were shackled women, as 3 souls appeared in front of her. So this is what happened to you, our queen." As Kaguya opened her eyes to look who were in front of her. "Ishiki, Momoshiki, Kishiki, what are you doing here?" "We were quite worried what could have happened to our great Kaguya-sama, the firstborn princess of the Otsutsuki god. So we came here to search for you after finding your chakra signature." I see. It took you long enough." "Well, we were searching and had to make sure that you were near where we were first." As that is when, in an instant she was freed, breaking through her seal, as she was now stretching for a bit, before she looked at the 3 of them, who were now flinching, knowing that how powerful she was. "I too have been gathering enough chakra to break free, and now that I have, I need you all to sacrifice yourself for me, because there is something I need to do. You think we would give up so easily? You have to hunt us down before you think we will give ourselves up." So now they disappeared in a puff of smoke. "Clones, huh? So it'll be a side hunt, I guess. I will hunt you down and become so powerful that there will be no one to stand in my way. Not even that pathetic child of prophecy, my son's last line of defense and defiance. I will make sure that I have trampled all over them once more before going there." As Kaguya went on her own hunt to hunt the last of her kin and become a Otsutsuki goddess, as she was the most powerful one out of all of them. As on the other side, Naruto was shocked when he found out that he was going on a training trip with Jiraiya. As soon as they left for the 6 months, back in Konoha, Sasuke has woken up and has gone insane thanks to the curse seal mark. And not only that, Sakura has been suspended and been imprisoned, as the council was quite in uproar of what has been going on. And once the tests were slammed on the face and Naruto's heritage was revealed, even against Danzo's wishes, Danzo's hopes and wishes to get a weapon, a Jinchuriki of his own, were squashed in an instant. How did this happen? How could have the kid awoken such powers? I get that he has the Rinnegan, but how come he has the Tenseigan? One has to be a Yuga heir to have that. This is the most purest form of the Byakugan as well, said Hiyashi. I do not know how is this possible. But the tests don't lie, they are in front of us. Two of the most legendary dojutsus have been awakened, and not only that, the Kakeke Genkai of the Moketan as well. So it is most vital for us to train Naruto to make sure that he garners the power. And not only that, I have sent them on another mission while they train. What mission? As you know, I have been getting old. I have chosen to give my position to a new successor, and who best to be my other student, Tsunade Senju herself. Another Senju? This could be great. Plus Tsunade-sama being back, our medical facilities will go up. More medical ninjutsu training will be done. Yes, that is my purpose. Wait, that is all good and dandy, but don't you see here? She doesn't have any experience. If anyone has a closer experience to being a Kage, it is me. Can't you see this? But Danzo, with all due respect, you have lost to Hiruzen in the battle before. You are weaker than him, and plus you are an old man, said Shikaku Nara, adding fuel to the fire that was already burning. Wouldn't it be nice to pass on this torch and the legacy of the Will of Fire to a newer generation rather it just to be tossed around to the older ones? God knows how long are you gonna go on with this, Danzo. Maybe you'll run out of juice in no time. As Danzo gritted his teeth. Fine. You leave me no other choice then. With a snap of his fingers, many root anbus appeared, and all of them were frozen. And instantly, Hiruzen's eyes narrowed as he then said, What are you doing, Danzo? What does it look like? If you're not gonna give me what I want, I will take it. I have had enough of you all. I will execute you all as my first act as a Hokage. Execute them! As all of them were quite shocked, but as soon as they decided to do so, instantly, something interesting happened. Anbu Commander jumped down, and he alone executed everyone in an instant. All of the root shinobis were killed, and Danzo's arm was cut off. And soon after that, the bandages that were removed revealed to be the Uchiha Dojutsus implanted all over his arm and in one of his eyes. Underneath the bandages, Danzo, you sick bastard! What have you done? What does it look like? Said Dragon, who was gritting his teeth. He has killed my clan, said Shisui Uchiha as he dropped the mask of the Anbu Commander, with one eye gone and only one eye visible. As Shisui then ripped out the eye that Danzo has been keeping. I think this is mine. As instantly now Danzo was in pain, losing one of his eyes. As now we see Shisui placed it in a jar to keep it for safe now, to implant it later. As with a single eye he looked towards everyone. Shisui Uchiha. So you were the next chosen dragon, Anbu Commander, but I thought you were dead. Killed by Itachi. If anything, Itachi is a victim here. Itachi and I planned something behind all of you. If things go south and my plan doesn't work, which it doesn't thanks to Danzo, who wanted the power of my ability, Kotomatsukami, which was to influence one so much that they, even with their will, cannot change and have to act according to my will. He wanted that power, he killed me, or tried to, but thanks to Dragon Anbu Commander nearby, the previous one, I was saved. And once I was, the poison in my body was erased and I was brought back from near death throes. So I was raised and trained, and then I became the Anbu Commander. Waiting, gathering evidence. I knew what has been done to my kinsmen. Itachi only killed them, didn't rip their eyes out. He didn't do this for fun or to test out his power, as Sasuke has said. He did this so that Danzo wouldn't throw them to the worst fate. If it wasn't going to be a blade piercing them all, it would be a painless one that doesn't even prickle them like a needle. They wouldn't even know what hit them. A painless death. That is what Itachi gave them, the least of the mercy, in a desperate attempt to save his clansmen from brutal torture that was heading towards their way. As after that Shisui then left, Danzo was dealt with, and not only that, his Rudanbu was finished, but one thing was there, he was alive and breathing. Shisui left him there now, like a complete naked open book to the eyes of everyone, as everyone was glaring at him. My God, how could he have done this? And to think we have trusted him so much. If he can ruin one clan, a prominent founding clan like this, what are we? Hokage-sama, if this man is your elder, then we are no longer going to affiliate with Konoha. We do not feel secure enough because of what he has done to the Uchihas, said Hiyashi, representing the Yugas, and one by one all of the clan heads did this the same. And I, as the Hokage and the head of the Sarutobi clan, also aligned my concern with you all. Danzo Shimura, for your crimes you are to be executed, effective immediately, now! Execute him! As all of the clan heads jumped in between and executed him, in their own effects and style. And after being killed, 2 elders were left. As now that this has been dealt with, what do you all have to say? Said Hiruzen to civilians. You see what your person that you chosen as a leader and whom you worshipped has done to one clan. Is nothing was more than a devil, worse than him. And the one he claimed to be a demon was actually the one who was saving you all for the time being. We believe in your wisdom, Hokage-sama. We will do as you please. We have heard enough. As after they all left, on the other side, a news appeared. Kakashi arrived there, injured. What happened, Kakashi? Why are you injured? Hokage-sama, bad news. Sasuke is dead. What? How? The curse mark seal. It killed him. It had an effect, a hidden thing in between, a poison of a sort that affected him so much that he's dead. How did this happen? How? Find out. Nobody was there. I was there, and immediately lights were off, and I got a bad feeling, and I was hit with a blade, a dagger that was filled with poison. I couldn't move an inch, and that is when I witnessed this all. A person appeared. I only saw his feet. It was, I think, Orochimaru. You were poisoned. Take him to the hospital immediately, and make sure Sasuke's body is secured and his Sharingan is intact. As on the other side, Hiruzen now had another thing to worry, his old student. While being dealt with one, he had another worry to deal with. As 6 months passed, as Naruto trained rigorously, absorbing everything like a sponge on the other side with Jiraiya. As soon as Naruto returned, he was already a stronger person than ever. As the Chunin exams went by, the preliminary rounds were hit, and after that, the final exams began, and in which Naruto was easily, with thanks to Mokitan, able to defeat Neji, and after doing so, he proved that he could win the Chunin exams. And soon after defeating Gaara, who was now starting to cause rampage, the Chunin exams were halted as a new devastating event began. The Konoha Crush, led by Suna alone, as the other Kage this time around didn't participate, so Hiruzen has to deal with them alone. The Genins were saving and rushing. Naruto, seeing this, immediately made a hand seal, Kagebunshin no Jutsu, and immediately thousands upon thousands Naruto were made, which Naruto used to his, training more effectively, which were sent in the form of groups to help out the civilians, to help out the shinobi, and evacuate those who were in need of help. And Naruto dealt with every other villain that was there and the enemies. And after that, he arrived at the main event where Hiruzen was trapped, dealing with 2 other Tensei Kages and Orochimaru. Naruto broke through that seal with his Rinnegan, and using his Tenseigan chakra, he made a beam of pure chakra in his hand and fired it straight to Orochimaru, burning him into ashes, instantly killing him. But behind him was a huge mountain which literally was now shattered, as even mountains behind were shattered as well. Everyone could see and were frozen with shock and fear. Such power, said Tobirama. Is this the next generation of our village? Monkey, said Tobirama. Yes, sensei. This is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, the head of the Namikaze clan, and heir to the Mokitan, Rinnegan, and Tenseigan. As they were both shocked and surprised, but more than ever proud and happy. You truly have magnificent next generation. Train him well, monkey, and make sure he makes a great Kage. I will do my best. As after that, both of the Kages were freed since the one who caused the jutsu was killed, thanks to Naruto's Tensegon ability. And Naruto's clones helping out the civilians and over-trampling the enemies immediately won over the faction of the civilians as well as the public, and soon he was announced as the heir to the Namikaze and Uzumaki clan. After that, Hiruzen decided it was time to hand over the hat to Tsunade, who also appointed Naruto as her successor as the 6th Hokage. While everything was going smoothly, as the genins of different nations such as Iwa, Kumo, and Kiri, and even Suna were saved by Naruto, they all formed an alliance as a form of gratitude and thank you towards Konoha, mainly towards Naruto, and aside from that because, well, some of the girls from their village, important one that was closer to their Kages, have fallen in love because of his bravery and because of his coolness. They were Kurotsuchi as well as Samui, and on the other side Temari, and finally Mei herself has fallen in love with him. But they were not alone. Hinata and Ino were also in love, and madly as well. Hinata was not happy with the fact that Ino was the one dating now Naruto because she has heard a rumor, or more like she was herself the source who she heard it from, because she was stalking Naruto and seeing them close. As after all of these events were done, in the night time we see that as Ino were resting in her room, suddenly she looked out her window as two white eyes were looking at her. As for a moment she was scared and then opened her window to see it was Hinata. Hinata, what are you doing here? You're close to Naruto-kun. How did you do that? Why did you do that, Ino? You knew that I loved him, did you not? Whoa, come inside first, okay? We have to talk. How are we gonna talk about this? So you love him. As immediately her whole persona changed and she was back to her blushing and embarrassed self. Yes, I do. I always believed in him. He saved me, you know, when I was being bullied. Same way like I was. I was saved first though. Okay, geez. Fine, whatever. So, why do you like him? I love him. I adore him. You know? I can do anything for him. Whoa, then why are you acting like this? Acting like this? My love is being stolen by someone who didn't even give a damn about him, and do you think I would give zero fucks about this? No, you know. I will tear you to shreds. She said, taking out a kunai. Calm down, girl. You see, the thing is that... let me show it to you. As Ino grabbed her face with both of her hands and literally slammed her lips onto her and tongue-kissed her. And after doing so, both Hinata was blushing and embarrassed. Why did you do that? Ino, I thought you... I'm bi. What? I like girls and boys both, okay? And I kind of liked you as well. Someone because of your big, you know, and all that. As Hinata immediately knew what she was trying to say and was blushing. As that is when Ino chuckled. You see, Hinata-chan, everything is worked out well. But I like Naruto-kun. You don't like me? You were blushing. As Ino blushed again. I don't know, okay? Fine. You see, I'm not good at sharing, but with you, I guess I'm okay with this. Since he is Naruto, and since you are the first, I gotta go with this, okay? But only you. Thank you, Ino. Thank you so much. I guess I will try to take your name out of the curse list that I was going to curse later on. Wait, what? What do you mean by that? Nothing, you don't need to worry about it. As after that, Hinata came from the same way. She came in through window and left. As now we see on the other side, Naruto felt chills run down his spine. What is it, kid? I sense a disturbance in the force. Force of virginness. Virginness? Jeez, kid, you and your weirdness are getting weird day by day. Just meditate or sleep, whatever. As Naruto sat in a meditative position and slept. As now we see, on the other side, in space, Kaguya has hunted down two of the Otsuzukis, Ishiki and Kishiki. Only Momoshiki, her little brother, remained. And she was going to consume him soon, in the form of a chakra fruit, and she knew where he was. One of these days you will be consumed by me, Momoshiki. And once I have enough power, I will go trample them like ants. And take back my true original power, which will make me the new goddess of the Otsutsuki, said Kaguya with a sinister smirk on her face. As back in Earth, we see that Naruto was continually training, and on the other side, Akatsuki had been disbanded. How so? Well, Tobi, or Madara Uchiha, have been found dead one day, and Zetsu has been gone missing, which made the team believe that Zetsu was the one who killed him, and the team after that didn't know how to go along with the plan since the one who brought them all together has been killed. So, Pain decided that they needed to disband since he had a territory like Rain Country to deal with. So he and Konan were now dealing with that. Kakazu and Hidan were still out there being outlaws, as well as for Sasori and Deidara, they became true artists as they wanted to be. In Kisame, he became a mercenary for hire for himself. As for Itachi, he went on into hiding for the time being, monitoring Konoha closely because he has been hearing news from Konoha, and to be honest, he was quite sad and that thanks to Orochimaru his brother was dead. And not only that, Naruto got the revenge for his brother by literally obliterating him, which he was satisfied with. But he did not know about one thing: Shisui was alive. So he was just waiting for his disease to catch up to him so that he could die now, since Madara, or Obito as he knew him, was already gone and dead. As now we see, 2 years passed as Naruto reached at the age of 15, and he was back in the office. Seriously, Bachan? Why didn't you tell me of this? Even you, Gigi. No, Naruto. You know that this was kept hidden from you because you were busy training with Jiraiya and the Toads. I get that I mastered the Senjutsu and all that thanks to this, but still, how come I did not knew that I was going to marry these many women? Kid, you know I want to seriously punch you in the face and kind of want to hug you because I'm happy and sad and jealous at the same time. What the hell is wrong with you, you old perverted man? I wish I could be young and be in your shoes. Shut up, Jiraiya. Sasuke. Yes, I know, Jiraiya, how you feel. Sensei, you too! Sorry, I know, Tsunade, how you feel. Jiraiya, this is enough. Naruto, you have to deal with this. You're a young man. Since you are the last of the Uzumakis and of the Namikazes, and since Tsunade adopted you and you have the Moketan as a Kekigenkai, which could be passed down, you are also a Senju, since you're adopted by her. So, as the heir to the 3 clans, you have to marry women, so that is why you have been placed under CRA. Is that hard to understand? Yeah, I guess. I still can't wrap my head around this. Who are even they? I haven't even read their names. Well, for first it is Hinata Hyuga, and second is Ino Yamanaka, and then there are the other diplomats. From Suna there is Temari no Sabuko, you know, Gaara's sister. Oh, I see, Temari-chan, huh? Who else? Mei herself. Mei Terumi, the Mizukage. What? I mean, she's kind of old and hot, I guess, but still. Hot? Kid, you know who she is? Jiraiya, for God's sake, shut the hell up, said Tsunade, getting jealous. As Jiraiya at that time noticed and blushed and looked down, remembering that he was now, in fact, dating Tsunade, once she was brought back 2 years ago, and had been dating her for 2 years now. And it was obvious that his girlfriend was getting jealous because of his, well, you know, behavior. Sorry, honey. Good, then now that you understand. And remember, I told you that you shouldn't call me that when I'm on my job. Sorry, Tsunade-sama. Good. Now, as I was saying, next is from Iwa, Kurtasuchi. And from Kumo, it is Samui. Got it? I know most of them. They are even my friends, I guess. Kid, you should be happy about this. And you know what? I guess your parents really wanted a big family. You got that right, Sensei. But not in this way, Minato, said both Kushina and Minato, who have been training Naruto in the background, and have been meeting him as well from the beginning. And they made Naruto promise not to even tell Jiraiya about this or anyone, and he had to act like he couldn't hear them, but he could communicate with them like he could with Kurama, who he now was on good terms with. Jeez, kid. And you are called an innocent child. I can't believe this. Oi, Kurama, you know that I don't like this one bit. I guess I kind of do, but still. Naruto, said Kushina. Kachan, this isn't what it seems. Please believe me. Enough. You go, son. Make your daddy proud. Achieve what he couldn't. What do you say, Minato? As Kushina in her 10-tailed states was now dashing after Minato as Naruto sighed. Rest in peace, Dad. Even if you are dead, then still rest in peace. Ah, the damn idiot. Thanks to this family, I can never be bored in the seal, I guess. As on the other side, Naruto uncautiously signed and agreed while he was listening in to his parents. Wait, what happened? You signed the documents, you damn idiot. Now it's official. Oh no. As immediately after that we see Naruto was rushed over by them through the door. Wait, you're already here? Of course, you're moving into the Uzumaki no Mikaze Senju mansion that has been built while you were away. And they are going to plan their wedding soon. As the wedding plannings were being made and political alliances were made and forged, on the other side Momoshiki was finally consumed, and near the moon itself, her seal. As Kaguya was ready to engage into the final act of her to consume the greatest power and become the Otsutsuki god, as that is when her children appear in front of her. My baby boys, you finally show your face to your mother. We apologize what we did to you, mother, but please stop this. You know that I can't. They have, but it's not theirs, children, and because of that they have caused havoc and destruction. Can you not see that? We can, but please, mother, we beg of you to not do this. You must understand. They will realize their mistake and they're finally on their way to become peaceful. They might be, but it is already too late. And I, as an Otsutsuki goddess, must take my power back to become truly who I am. I have been relying on others' powers now, but once I have my own, I will become a true Otsutsuki goddess, and only then I will settle down. We beg of you, said Hagoromo as he bowed down on the ground, as Homura also bent down on one knee. Mother, please. As Kaguya then said, fine, as both of their eyes widened, as Kaguya looked at them with a sad expression. For the first time, I will listen to my children, even if I wanted to go and fight them. Fight your pathetic child of prophecy. I can't now, since you begged me. Now get up, both of you, as both of them began to take steps, and as they took steps, they became younger and younger until they were just little boys who had tears in their eyes as they hugged their mother. You know, we thought we lost you, mother. You were so consumed by your rage, we felt alone. As Kaguya at that moment realized that because of her rage herself, she was losing her family, and what she was about to do, she was gonna do the same to those people, their children, what she has been doing to her own. And after finally meeting her children like this, she realized what she has been doing wrong. With tears in her eyes, she got to her knees and hugged both of her baby boys. You know what, boys? I see what you were saying. As using most of her power, she made them a physical body. Mother, you... Let's start over, boys. What do you say, Hagoromo, Homura? Away from here. We won't have to go there. Let's be a real family. Are you sure you don't wish for... No. The reason I was doing this was because I was angry in the first place. Angry that you went against your mother's word. But as I spent here time, I saw how hard you tried to convince me that in the end you were right. And now I see that I as an adult and your mother made a mistake. I apologize, my son. As Hagoromo and Homura, both of them felt tears in their eyes once more, and they hugged their mother. Arigato, Kajan. And we promise that we won't disobey you. No. Disobey me once I am wrong and correct me. Because I know you only have best of wishes for me in your eyes. I'm sorry it took me so long to understand that. As Kaguya, with the newfound peace that she has received, thanks to her children, left to the very seal that she was consumed in. There, instead of a seal and prison now, was a home there for them. A new beginning for them. As back on Earth, Naruto was today getting married. Clad in his, well, traditional clothing, a black kimono, he was standing there on the azal as the brides one by one came, and he had to kiss them all and give them the rings, and after that was done, the marriage was done. And time skipped to 10 years later, while Naruto became recognized as the next sage and the one who brought peace to the whole elemental nations. He was dealing with a new headache as the 6th Hokage. His children who have been growing, they were like him, they're mini-me's of him, because they were all causing havoc and destruction around the village, not in a bad manner, with pranks. And this time around, the civilians were quite happy with their pranks because they were harmless, not targeted towards them, but if anything else, targeted towards their father to get his attention, because no matter how much Naruto gave them the attention, one was always the jealous of the other. And not only that, they were jealous because his job was taking most of the time of the day. Since they loved their father and kind of hated his job, and that sucked for them, they did the same treatment that Naruto gave the villagers. And the villagers kind of were pleased to see that Naruto, with such burden to deal with his mini-me's, he was suffering because of them like once they did from him. And that is why they were happy. And as for his wives, they just were sitting and kicking back, enjoying the view, as their poor husband jiggled between his job as a Kage and a leader and a peacekeeper, and as a father, and their husband. "You know what, ladies," said May, "this is truly a great life. Indeed, May-san, indeed." As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's movie, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!